You wake up in the morning. You enter a room. Your phone rings. In each of these situations, what do you do first? You figure out what your orientation is to the situation. You wake up. Are you lying in bed? If so, that's your orientation. And a good thing, because if you woke up and you were face down on the floor, that would get your attention. Orientation is primordial. You are always already oriented in a situation, physically oriented to spaces and objects, and pragmatically oriented toward using devices and fulfilling tasks. That's the case in every situation, and particularly important in new situations. You walk into a room. Who and what are in the room? You immediately perceive these things and realize your orientation in the room and to what's in it. In each new situation in which you find yourself, you figure out how you are oriented. This is often not a conscious process, it is immediate. Then, in each new situation, you reorient yourself to the situation. When you wake up, you look at what time it is. Then you reorient yourself to that time. Are you running late? If so, what do you need to do about it? When you enter a room, you distinguish what is important to you in the situation and reorient yourself to that. You may limit your attention to a person you know, or to one person's voice amid the other noises in the room. Your phone rings. Well, where is your phone? You realize your orientation to it, then you pick it up, see who's calling, and reorient yourself to that. Life is a continual reorientation to continual changes in your situation, and orientation is primordial to everything in your life. You are always already oriented in a situation, and you are always in the process of reorienting yourself to changes in your situation. The primordial actuality of our lives is the subject of the philosophy of orientation developed by Professor Werner Stegmaier. The philosophy of orientation is a new approach to philosophy and a more realistic view of the world as we experience it in everyday life. Understanding our human orientation helps us navigate our world. As Professor Stegmaier says, we will only survive in our rapidly changing world if we succeed in reflecting on our current orientation skills and acquiring new ones.